If you are easily triggered, don't watch this. This is me being emotional. This is the closest you're gonna get to my heart. This is the closest you're gonna get to me being raw about my feelings and about what's inside. Honestly, I'm emotionally confused, but I try to explain it in this video. Hope you enjoy and you can reconcile and relate.
Yo guys, what's up? As you can tell, it's a new series called ANTWON RANT. I don't know if it's gonna be that, but it's basically just me ranting about stuff and about life. And I really thought I'd start a blog or something of that sort, so I can let my emotions out and not let them be inside, but at the same time, so people don't feel alone and people, realize that people are there for them. So I'm gonna start with the basics. I am Antoine. I'm not gonna tell you my last name. I'm in Weatherford. I go to the high school in Weatherford. I'm a sophomore, and my life hasn't all been that easy. Although I like to preach peace, love, positivity on some logic stuff, on some X, I'm usually broken inside. I'm usually hurting inside more than anyone can ever think. I'm usually crying when people won't think I am. You see me with a smile? I got a mask on, and it's just a big fact. I got a huge mask on, and it's not because I want people to feel for me. I just want people to realize that you are loved, and whether that's by a broken man, or whether that's by a man that has everything, you are loved. And in life, there'll be trials and tribulations. It's up to you in order to get over those humps, get over those problems, those challenges, or it's up to you to just lay around and let them beat you up. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about my past. I'm gonna tell you about my past. I've had a lot of family deaths, a lot of family tragedies, and I feel like that's what molds me into who I am today. I am just a man trying to make his way through this world with not the best past. And I'm not saying my past is worse than everybody else's. Someone's gonna have a worse past than you are, and it's just a big fact. Somebody might not grow up with parents. Somebody might see their parents get shot, see their parents get murdered. It just all depends on what life in the universe and just the flow of you go. I'm broken. Hoping at school I don't get hate or I don't get teased for this series. I hope people that do find this series or do find this funny can actually take the time and see how serious I am about these certain situations and about this. And I'm exposing a huge amount of myself to people I don't even know, to the internet. I'm exposing my emotions. I'm exposing me as a person to the internet, and that can be very scary. But if that means, if it's either expose me, might get hurt, or just lay in silence and watch others get hurt, and them thinking that they're not alone, rather expose myself, get hurt, so other people can realize they're not alone and that they're loved, and that everybody has their own trials and tribulations in life. So my past. Before I was born, I had a stepsister and a stepbrother. That was born, another stepsister, actually, and then another stepbrother. And out of those four, two are alive today. One died of brain cancer, my stepsister did. One died of suicide. I was very little, I think 1 or 2, around there. My mom OD'd on the couch. I saw her body on the couch. I felt her cold skin. I just went up there and I woke her up. I felt everything. And I wish I hadn't, but I had to be exposed to that at a very young age. Dad was smoking for a long time, for most of his life. So I was old enough to realize the man was suffering. He couldn't walk without being out of breath. He couldn't do things, like activities, social, physical activities without being out of breath because he had COPD. He had a major case of that. Came to a point to where he had to have oxygen tanks for himself to breathe, for himself to survive. When I was little, or when my stepbrother was little, and my stepsister, he went to work day in, day out. working like no one's business. He's the hardest work guy now, and he will continue to be. I love that fool. He taught me so much about laughter, loving. He gave me a smile. He gave me so much other things that nobody can take away from me. My mom, I really didn't know her. Like I said, she died when I was very young. I tried to wake her up, you know. And then again, I'm not doing this so y'all can feel sorry for me. I'm not doing this so, you know, people can look back and be like, oh, he's just doing this for attention. No, it's for people that are going through tough things. They can look at my blogs and hopefully they can relate, or hopefully they know that other people are suffering and other people are breaking, but we're still surviving. We're still out here trying to be happy, because at the end of the day, life is short. Whether you realize it or not, life is short. Life is so short. We don't understand that. Day goes by and day goes by without us even realizing it, and it just becomes a daily it just becomes a daily routine for all of us as humans living on this planet, living on a routine. Go to work, wake up, go to work, or go to school. You come back home, do whatever you need to do for work or school, eat, sleep, same thing over again. You know, you might have the occasional celebrations, going to Six Flags, parties, go-karts, different things like that. But at the end of the day, we all are wasting your time. And that's why I'm starting this. That's why I have an Instagram. My Instagram is to post positive things. My Snapchat is too. And I'm just trying to follow my dreams of helping people, making people realize that they need to better themselves. Making people realize that it doesn't matter what you want to do. If your parents resent it, or if your friends resent it, if your family resents what you want to do, that's up to them. That's up to you for letting that word get into them. If you want to do something, go out and do it. Because like I said, life is too short. You might end up having to watch someone you care about die because of some dumb decisions that they made in the past, and they didn't think about it. That's one thing. Karma always catches up to you, and it's not just hurting others; it's hurting yourself too. Self-karma. And if you do something bad to yourself, it will come back and it will get you in the long run. The universe works in different and mysterious ways that we can't understand and we won't understand because it's out of our comprehension. You know what I'm saying? We're on a third dimensional thinking. There's different universes out there. You know, there may be. I don't know. There may be different universes out there. And that's what really keeps me going in life, is not necessarily my family or my friends. You know, it's curiosity. And it is, what if I do stay here? And what if I do chase my dreams? And what if I do achieve them? If I don't achieve them, what if I tried? What if I tried and on the side I have a family that I can care about? These curious moments in my life. What if I can have someone that cares about me just as much as I can care about them? It's all these things that keep me going. I don't know. The future only knows that. I don't know if I don't know anything. All I know is my past and what I know what I want to do right now. Women or people don't realize this, but companionship is everything to a human. Whether you have a son or a daughter, whether you have a girlfriend or a wife, it's everything to a human. Whether you have a dog or a cat. The reason why humans feel so complete as humans with something around that they can communicate with, or at least have fun and have joy, is because we're social creatures. And knowing this, I have a great family. You know what I'm saying? I've had relationships in the past that I don't want to think about. I have relationships now that are crumbling apart. And it's because of my own selfish desires, or it's because I feel hurt and I resent for that person because I couldn't let go, or because I couldn't do certain things. And that's the other thing, as humans, we need to think about our actions before we do something. You know, if you need to let go, if you feel like you need to let go of somebody, let them go. If they don't see if you see value and worth, if you see value and worth in them, if they don't see that in you, sometimes you gotta let them go. You know, I've been in relationships where they've chosen other people over me. They've They've went and switched up. They've went and done so much other things. And it hurts. It really hurts. But love, in the words of X, it's not, if you can feel it physically, it's not love. You have to feel it mentally. And I go back and I check, did I have a real connection with these people? And if I did, I go back and check, did I do everything I could for them to let them know I was there? And if all those pan out, then I realize I've done everything I can. And I realize that sometimes life doesn't go the way you want it to. Sometimes you have feelings for a person, but they don't have the same feelings for you. Sometimes you want a person to do something, but they go and do something else. It's all on personal gratification, personal pleasure. They don't realize that what they're doing is going to hurt them, or what they're doing is going to hurt them in the long run. There's been times, there's been situations, there's been people that I've dealt with that I care about, but yet they don't feel that same way about me. Like I said, I am broken. I'm a broken person. But like I'm my own hot and super glue. I might break down mentally one day in the dark by myself. But I pick myself up, I brush myself off, and I take those pieces that are falling off and I do my best to glue them back on. Because at the end of the day, people, you gotta realize, people aren't worth hurting over like you think they are. People aren't. Got you. And that's all you need to do. And I'm gonna leave y'all with this statement that I've lived and longed for, and that I go for every day. Is an old ancient proverb, and it says, if there is no enemy inside, there is no enemy outside. If you can master self-harmony and master self-loving, you will master your own love. It's a fact.